Good morning. Yep, just starting it right now. Just turned it on. How's your day going? My day's going a little better. Got some Free Mink merch in, on, whatever. It looks good. I think the adult ones look better than I think the shirts look better than the hoodies, though. I don't know. Tonight, when Chris gets off work, we're going to sit down and there's another merch supplier, whatever you want to call it, distributor, whatever. We're gonna go over to them, make some new stuff up because they'll allow us to make the grimy shit that we want to make. Well, most people would call grimy, whatever, doesn't matter, but they're gonna make it. So Christy just found this today, and it happened on February 11th. There was a woman who left her 2 children. She has 3 children. Left 2 of them in a hotel room while she went to work at Little Caesars. A GoFundMe was started by this female's mother to raise money for a permanent, place for the kids and stuff. $5,000 was the goal. So, just to reiterate, woman leaves 2-year-old and 10-year-old at home, goes to work at Little Caesars. Cops get called. She gets arrested while at work. The person that called the cops wound up being the kid's father. Now, there's a lot of questions here, but again, the story gets better. So wait, I want to finish the story and then I'll go back through with my issues with it. So they start this GoFundMe to raise $5,000. The girl's mother does. So the woman that was arrested, her mother starts a GoFundMe to raise money for a permanent place for these kids because they're living in a hotel now. $5,000. They raise, right now it's at like $152,000.
It's over 154, by the way.
154 now.
Over
154. I guess Christy checked back up on it recently. To buy them a new home. That's what the money's going for, supposedly now. So, okay, you buy them a new home. You stick this female and her 3 kids in this home. What? Now she's going to leave them at the house while she goes to work? What am I missing here? The problem wasn't that they didn't have a roof over their head because they were living in a hotel. She is working to hopefully get them out of that hotel. It takes time. We were just there. We lived in a hotel for 18 months or something. Shit happens. Bad choices combined with life after good, if you make a bad choice today, that choice can affect you 10 years from now. I don't give a shit what people say. Well, we had that happen, and you come up in the world. Just pull up your bootstraps and get going, right? But we now have a society where the dumber you are, the stupider choices that you make, and it gets even better. So they charged her with, in Ohio, they charged her with what is called, Child endangerment.
2 counts.
2 counts of it. So when you have a charge of child endangerment on your child, they take your kids from you.
CPS is involved.
So CPS has her kids. Her mom might have her kids because they usually let family members take them first. Regardless, though, she's in a battle to get her kids back. She's in a battle. Like, she's going to have to jump through all kinds of hoops and all kinds of shit. Chances are, statistically speaking, she will probably not make it through all those hoops. Because it's, that Liberty Township's Warren County, I think. If she was in Hamilton County, she'd be screwed. Hamilton County CPS are total dicks. I've had to deal with them for child support and other things, and they're just total assholes. Back to the point of the story. So she raises $150,000. Let's just say she goes out and buys a home today, and she has her kids. Now she has a $150,000 home that she has to pay taxes on, that she's going to have insurance on, that she's going to have to pay the bills for. Our electric bill last month alone was how much? Electric and gas?
It was like 240.
240? Was that what, last month? I thought it went up. That was like 3
no,
something.
that was the phone. 271. I'm sorry.
271. She works at Little Caesars. Now, so let's think about this. That's just the electric bill. So now what? So now what happens here is this. So now if she can pay her bills, she pays her bills. But now she can't feed her kids. So what happens then? Well, welfare, of course. You feed her kids so she can have a nicer home. This bullshit of giving everybody money because they do stupid shit is just fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. People make dumb choices. I get it. Like, I see that she's trying to do good things. There's been cases of this before where moms have left their kids places and go to work. My boy is 9, and he's a pretty smart boy. He's obviously smarter than some adults because when I asked him about starting a car in the garage, he knew why not to do it. But I would never leave my 9-year-old at home alone. Ever. Now, we'll leave him here with my 14-year-old if we're run to the store real quick or something. If we're literally a phone call away and we can get here in 2 minutes. But we're not going to leave my 9-year-old here and go to work for 4, 6, 8 hours, whatever it is. It's just dumb. It just absolutely amazes me because you have people out there that are You're putting her in a position to fail. That's what I'm getting at. That's the whole moral of the story. You're taking somebody that is trying, and you're putting her in a fucking position to fail by helping her. And that's what's going to happen. She's going to buy a home with this money, hopefully. She's going to go out and pay cash for whatever it is that she sees. She's probably going to go out and buy some, $70, $80, $90, $100,000 home, whatever. Pocket the rest, put party on, do whatever. She's already got her nails done, her eyes done, her hair done. She got a weave in. So she has extra money for that. But she's living in a hotel room because she can't afford a house. Maybe if she spent the money she makes on the correct shit, they would be in a place to live. Eyelashes ain't going to put a roof over a kid's head. Well, nails, depending on if she got a side hustle on the corner, it might help. But it didn't say nothing about that in none of the stories that we read. But it's just interesting to me that somebody who made a bad choice, because there's a mother, obviously, because she started a GoFundMe. There's a daddy, obviously, because he called the cops. There's two people that could have watched the kids while she was at work. Why didn't they? I don't know. And it doesn't say why, because nobody's asking these questions. They just have their hand out saying, "Oh, let's support this person that made at least 3 bad choices because she's got 3 kids that she can't take care of." Listen, ladies, abortion is not an option. If you were dumb enough to lay down with some stupid fuck that ain't going to take care of you and that kid without the court system being involved, that's a you problem. That's not a me problem or a court problem. That's a you problem. You made that choice. Is there cases where abortions it could be an option? Yes, there is. Maybe it's not the best option. I don't know. I think there is a case somewhere where abortion would be an option. But if you are having fucking kids that you can't afford, what I suggest you do, females, is close your fucking legs. Don't let anybody in there. And I know, you don't need anybody. That's just an added bonus. Anything that your body will do, you can do yourself. Any feeling that anybody can give you, you can give yourself. You don't need somebody else to be miserable. You don't need somebody else to be happy. You don't even need somebody else to have a fucking orgasm. So don't need other people to raise your fucking kids for you. I think that they're setting her up for failure. That's what I think. Like I said, she's going to go buy a home that she can't afford. The end game is going to be that you are paying money because these idiots donated her money. Welcome to my nightmare.